Mr. Dusty Rhodes. 287 pounds of sweet soaps. I want to get right down to what's going on. I want to get real funky with you, understand? Because they've been hearing the rap of superstar Billy Graham. They've been hearing the rap of Captain Lou Albino. They've been hearing the rap of the great Freddie Blassie. They've been hearing the rap of the Grand Wizard. But now the rap master, the greatest sports attraction in the world today, the little plumber's son who come out of the ditch at 8 years old and became so sweet. Can you dig it? Became so sweet. Yeah, it's on fire. You better believe it's on fire. It's not Muhammad Ali. It's not a baseball team. It is not a horse. It is not anybody but me. Remember, brother, I have wined and dined with kings and queens. But I slept in alley and dined on pork and beans, and everybody here has dined on pork and beans one time in their life.
Contender for the World Wrestling Federation Championship and his commanding officer, General Adnan.
Hot! Dress right! Dress!
General Adnan.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أيها الأخوان العرب، أقدم إليكم البطل تاج سلاتر، وإني فخورا به، وجميع العرب في العالم يفتخرون بالبطل تاج سلاتر.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter, tonight you'll be
Shut your hole, puke, and listen up. And all you maggots out there, listen up. If you think that there's turmoil in the world today, you wait until I leave this area and I head to the ring to face the ultimate puke for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And when I defeat the ultimate puke and I, Sergeant Slaughter, become the new World Wrestling Federation champion, then you will see some turmoil. Turmoil like you've never seen before. What these maggots need is a leader. And I, Sergeant Slaughter, will be their new leader. I have integrity, and I'm someone they can look up to and respect.
Speaking of champions, come on in, if you would, from Sarasota, Florida. Beautiful city on the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, Intercontinental Champion of the world.
Talking about history. One date, just in my mind, February the 8th in Boston, Massachusetts at the Boston Garden, where Larry Bird plays basketball, and the Boston Celtics are a real tough team. But I think that if I played basketball, man, the way I am and the super athlete that I am, I would overshadow Larry Bird. Because on that particular night in Boston, I was the greatest professional wrestler in the world. Oh, proud. Yeah, I'm proud.
You know, a couple of things you don't talk about, the fact that you're a former professional baseball player, and also the fact that you're a personal friend of Rod Stewart, as I understand.
Oh, yeah. When he did Tonight's the Night, man, he called me on the phone right before it was released, and he says, Macho Madness. Yeah, he calls me Madness. He calls me Madness, yeah. And a lot of people out there, you know, they're getting into Macho Madness really super strong. And Macho Madness, growing, and more seductive than sex.
You can't say that on TV.
I can say that. I can say that. I'm the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world. Elizabeth, look into the videoscope right there. Yes. Look into the videoscope and say how proud you are to be the manager of the Macho Man.
I am proud to be the manager of the Macho Man.
When you ask her a question.
You've told me I can't talk to her, Randy.
I've told you that from time to time. Yes, I have. Would you like to ask her a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
May I?
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Well, Elizabeth.
You wouldn't give her that flower, would you?
Oh.
If you did that, you know what would happen?
Yeah, I've got a good idea.
You know what would happen if Okerlund gave a flower to Elizabeth? Elizabeth, do you know what would happen?
Well, don't get her in the middle of this. She doesn't.
Man, I think that your time is done, and I think that the spotlight should go on top of me. Yeah.
By the way,
Hey, don't touch me. Don't ever touch my arm. Don't ever touch my body. I want to know one other thing. Not only you. How do the people on the East Coast feel right now at home, eating your TV dinners, sucking on your soda pops, eating your French fries? How do the women feel, the ladies right now looking at this body? How do the husbands feel? How do the husbands and the boyfriends feel? Jealousy, envy, because I'm the women's pet.
Talk. Are we sexy or are we not?
Yeah, you really think that's something? You almost break a guy's neck on a table.
It was great, man, because Pop-O-Mania is going to go from team to team to team. Tell Tojo Yamamoto that. Tell Stan and Steve that. And go to a hospital.
Hey, you're not done with Rock and Roll Express yet. Rick Morton and Robert Gibson are still. They're back.
What about the pile driver, baby?
Yeah, I know, but listen, they'll be back in action. Let's listen to what they had to say about the whole thing. Yeah, that's exactly what they had.
Is that stupid, man? Because we make the Road Warriors look like little kids walking around the street. Half Stan and Steve, half the rock and roll.
Lance, I have to admit, I was viewing that tape with a great deal of skepticism. But after having seen it and judging it merely for its content, I have to say, when you sift out all the hey babies and the rock and roll jargon, of which I am not familiar, but I have made a study from a little bit behind the scenes, they don't care what they're going to do as long as they do it. In other words, the end justifies the means. In other words, the worst form of motivation is revenge. Revenge is one thing that no man should put us under, because there is no satisfaction that comes from revenge, even from victory. What we are talking about is decadent filth. Rock and roll, in its essence, is taking young men and women and making them slaves to sins of the flesh and sins of pleasure. I stand for courage, purity, honesty, humility, diligence, charity, and fidelity.
Well, that gives you an idea about Pop-O-Mania. Well, let me tell you, Rick and Robert...
Don't tell us nothing! Don't tell us nothing! Let me tell you something! 6033 in the corner in Pop-O-Mania, yeah. The sexiest team that nobody can do anything about. Don't talk to them!